So in California, we're in one heck of a drought, and water is really important, especially to farmers. Yeah, we're really running short of water. That's why there's no water in here. Now, when you hear farmers talking about water, they don't usually talk about gallons or liters. They'll talk about things called acre-feet. California farmers are always asking, will I have enough acre-feet of water to keep my almond trees alive and my avocado trees? Do I have enough to plant the crops I would usually plant? Now, drought is not a uniquely American problem. In other countries, people talk about droughts too, except for the farmers there don't talk about acre-feet. They talk about megaliters of water. Will I have enough megaliters of water to grow my crops? So, what's the difference? Well, we're going to cover that, okay? So, a liter of water is fairly standard. A liter of water is equal to the amount of water that would fill a 10 centimeter cube. So imagine if you got a 10 centimeter cube that's 10 centimeters tall, 10 centimeters wide, 10 centimeters deep. It's the size of a CubeSat satellite, just in case you wondered. That much water, which would weigh a kilo, is 1 liter. Now, if you wanted to go bigger, instead of to kiloliters, kiloliters is 1,000 times bigger. So make it 10 times wider, 10 times deeper, 10 times deeper, 10 times taller, 10 times deeper. That's 10 times 10 times 10. There's 1,000 liters of water. That is a cubic meter of water, weighs a metric ton, and that's a kiloliter. But this isn't kiloliters, this is megaliters. So again, 1,000 times more. So 10 times more in each direction. 10 meters wide, 10 meters tall, 10 meters deep. Basically the size of a small building made up of water. That's a megaliter. It weighs 1,000 tons, so it's 1,000 tons of water, or 1,000,000 liters of water. So that's a megaliter. By the way, if you're thinking about land, if you actually are a farmer, a megaliter is enough water to cover a hectare of land 10 centimeters deep, or a square kilometer of land just 1 millimeter deep. Think about the amount of, in a very light rain over a kilometer of water, that's a megaliter of water. So, let's talk about acre-feet. So, an acre-foot of water is the amount of water that would be required to cover an acre of land 1 foot deep. Megaliter is 10 centimeters on a hectare. An acre-foot is 1 foot of water on an entire acre. Now, an acre is a strange thing. It's approximately 66 feet by, this is not to scale by the way, 660 feet, 1 foot deep. So, mathematically speaking, the volume is 66 times 660 times 1. We're just going to simply take that feet and convert it to meters. Now, by the way, don't multiply this out yet. Because right now these are linear measurements. As soon as you multiply them, now you're talking about a volume, and things are going to be a little bit different. There are 3.28 feet in every meter, but let's convert it into metric before we convert this into volume, okay? The reason why is there's not 3.28 cubic feet in a cubic meter. I'll do a video on that some other time. All right, so going ahead and dividing, we get 20.1 meters times 201 meters, just 10 times bigger, times, okay, divide 1 by 3.2 and you get 0.305 meters. So, hopefully we're still in the shot. We are. So, multiply those all together, and what you end up with is 1,232 meters cubed. That is the metric volume of an acre-foot. So, So just how do you use this? Okay, so, oh, by the way, that's one. Now remember, a cubic meter is a kiloliter. It's not a megaliter. There's 1,000 kiloliters in a megaliter. So to translate this, that's actually going to be 1.232 megaliters. I always forget. Is liter at lowercase l or uppercase L? I never remember it. So one acre foot is equal to 1.232 megaliters. Now, there's not a huge amount of difference. They are very close to the same size. Just like a metric ton is not much different from a British imperial ton, you know, and unless you're doing something pretty precise, you can just basically use them interchangeably, you know. And frankly, you can use them interchangeably. But if you really needed to be precise, okay, so how do you do it? So, notice the acre foot is bigger than the megaliter. So if you're trying to convert acre feet, so it's the number of acre feet, only two e's in feet, times 1.232 equals the number of megaliters. And if you want to go the other way, if, you know, I don't know, if you're in Canada and you're selling water to a farmer in Idaho and you want to figure out what your, you know, you want to convert it, the number of megaliters divided by 1.232 is going to give you the number of acre feet. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it all stayed in the shot. Yeah, it looks like it did. Okay. So next time you hear farmers talking about water, you'll have some idea what they're talking about. Yeah, I mean, by the way, these portions of water are huge. When you think about an acre foot, is 1.2 million liters of water. God, I can only imagine what my water bill would be like if I used that much water. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.